I'm also getting fed snails now. Welcome to Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin, and today I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam. This coastal city is known for being a seafood paradise. So today we're going to be sampling the local seafood here in Da Nang, but there's more than just seafood. We're going to be taking you for a full day of eating and visiting the famous Con Market to sample some of the local street food. It's going to be a great episode, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Let's go eat some Vietnamese food. So our first stop of the day here in Da Nang is for a dish called Bánh Xèo. This is a legendary spot called Bánh Xèo Ba Duong, and it's serving sizzling pancakes, which is called Bánh Xèo. So it's a pancake that's made with rice flour, but it's also got turmeric in it, so it's given a yellow color, and then they cook it, bunch of them all at the same time. It comes out super fast. They've got a bunch of pans cooking the Bánh Xèo and just sizzling away. The Xèo, the name actually means sizzling, so it's like a sizzling pancake. And then they only have a couple dishes. You have to get the Bánh Xèo, but we also ordered this dish right here, which is their grilled beef with lo lot leaves, so special type of herb there, and it's meant to be wrapped up with the rice paper. Everything here in Vietnam just seems to go good in a wrap, so they give you a fresh plate of veggies here with tons of herbs. There's some papaya, and then there's also these cucumbers, and this is kind of unique. This is a young banana, so slices of young banana, and here is the famous Bánh Xèo. So you can see a little shrimp peeking out of there. There's also some bean sprouts, and then egg, I believe, and pork as well. So let me make a wrap. Okay, I've got myself a piece of rice paper, and I'll grab one of these Bánh Xèo, which it seems really kind of strange to wrap a pancake in rice paper like that, but that's the way they do it here. And I'm gonna grab some of these bananas too, which is a really unique ingredient. Grab a cucumber. I'm gonna try just to get a little bit of everything in my first wrap here. Some shredded papaya, and then I'll go in for some coriander, a little bit of lettuce. Kind of wrap that all up. That's a big one. I think I might have overdid it. And you gotta go for a huge dunk in this sauce here, the peanut sauce. And it's also served hot. You can see that it's just like little pieces of peanuts left in there. Let's try that. That looks amazing. Yum. That's a crazy combination of textures. The Bánh Xèo is super, super crispy, like super crunchy. Then you've got the rice paper just holding everything together, the fresh papaya in there, and then a little crunch as well from the cucumber and the banana. But really, that sauce, you can just go as generous as you want. Get it completely smothered in that peanut sauce. It's not like peanut butter. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner, but it tastes just like concentrated peanut. Yum. Okay, that Bánh Xèo is absolutely delicious, but let's try their other dish here, this grilled beef dish. And this place is just bustling with mainly locals, definitely popular with the tourists as well, but a lot of locals here. And it's just down this little back alley. Really cool spot, really popular. I think I made mine a little bit too big last time, so I'm going a little bit smaller this time. There's tons of different herbs here too. Lettuce, of course. Wrap that up, this time with the grilled beef, but still dunking in the peanut sauce. Oh yeah, try this. Yeah. Seriously, really, really good. I just love the wrapping technique. You get so much in one bite that way, and then all smothered in that beautiful, beautiful peanut sauce. The beef is good. Not as tender as I was expecting, but gotta give it up that Bánh Xèo. That's the best. Oh my god, it's good. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit strange to be wrapping like such a crispy thing in the paper. It just seems odd, but it really works. And you can see there's a little bit of pork in there and a little bit of shrimp. It just makes for such a perfect one-biter. These bananas are crisp, kind of a little bit of a sourness to them. Papaya is nice and juicy. It all just goes so well together. And then some of those fresh herbs too. Wrap it up. I think I need to work on my wrapping skills, but I might be overdoing it. I may be packing them too full. Wow, that is a heavenly one bite. I can't really taste the turmeric, even though there is quite a bit of turmeric in there that gives it that yellow color. And the Bánh Xèo can be found all around central Vietnam. It's native to this area near Da Nang. You can eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Alright, my turn to make this crab. Let's see who did better. I admit to you that Vietnamese food is complicated because you can't just eat the food by itself. You have to do something with it. Oops, let me chop that. Grabbing this one, put it on my rice paper, and I mean, I admit to you that the wrapping part is fun. Oh, this must be too huge for it. I would dump into this sauce, and then let's try.
Okay, let's make up another one with this beef. I agree with Mink. It's definitely takes a little bit of skill and getting used to here in Vietnam to, well, make these wraps first of all, but it's just not exactly what you think it is when you sit down. Maybe you just look at this papaya and think it's like gonna be like a side salad and you're just supposed to eat it by itself, but actually it's meant as a filling. And there's also some chili sauce back here on the table. I'm gonna try some of the chili on the inside here. So for anybody visiting Vietnam for the first time, like us, you might be a little bit confused.
You can just eat the Bánh Xèo by itself.
There's two really popular markets here in Da Nang. There's the Han market, which is more tourist oriented, and the Con market, which we're at now, which is a little bit more local. This Con market is a literal labyrinth, just so vast and so much to buy. We're in the kind of wholesale clothing section, it seems, but we're trying to find our way to the food section. We just gotta find our way there. No idea where we're going, just working our way through. We've tracked down the food section. It's actually quite a clean food court in here, and they have tons of different stalls, and I was looking for one thing in particular called bột lọc, and I found it, so she's got it right here. You can see, this is it right here. It's actually a tapioca dumpling. I have the final plate here. So there's the little tapioca dumplings. I thought that was tofu, but now that I'm looking at it closer, it looks like meat. I don't think that actually is tofu. Yeah, there's like pepper in it. I'm not totally sure what it is, and it's just swimming in this fish sauce. There's shallots on top. Let's try out this famous bột lọc, little tapioca dumplings. Oh, they're really, really chewy. It's almost like mochi. It's got the texture of like mochi. And I'm not totally sure what this one's filled with. I think it's shrimp. Nice crunchy shallots on top. And the sauce is on the sweet side. He asked me if I want spicy. I said yes, but it's not spicy. I haven't found anything yet in Vietnam that's been seriously spicy. But really good. Nice little snack. Mm. What is this?
Beef.
Beef?
Pork.
Pork.
Beef.
Oh. Pork and beef.
Beef.
Okay, so it's not tofu. They're laughing at it. It's English, but it's really good. No, really good. I like the sauce that it's in. And the texture, super, super chewy.
Alright, I'm gonna try one. Straight with this one with a little bit of sauce. It is really a little bit chewy. And for me, I feel really weird that I have this dumpling that has like a shrimp inside that it has. The shrimp still had a shell in it. I don't know if you could tell, but you can see that one, like it has shells like that. And I don't know, I don't think for me I don't like to swallow the shrimp with the shell. But this is not bad though.
The women working here have scolded us like 5 times for taking up too much area on their bench. They keep telling us to sit closer and closer and closer together, even though there's absolutely no other customers. This is a shrimp on the inside. It's kind of hard to tell because it's in there, and it's still got the shell on it. The first one I bit into, I thought that was the crunchy shallots, fried shallots on top, but it's actually the shell of the shrimp. I think it'd be better if the shell was taken off. So we've just come a little farther down in the food court here, and we spotted this woman selling snails, and not just one type of snails. She's got like 3 types of snails. You can see the big pots right here, different shapes and sizes, and she just brought us our big plate of snails. I don't think I've ever eaten this many snails in my entire life. So it's topped again with fried shallots, and then it also looks like there's some mango in there as well, some shredded papaya, and then of course on the bottom, snail. So you got the big guys like this, you got the long guys like this one, and then you got the little guys like this one. I didn't even know there were so many edible snails in Vietnam, so let me try to dig this guy out. We'll start with big and work our way down. Pull that out. Oh, that never looks super appetizing, to be honest, but I swear they taste better than they look. We've got a sauce back here, thankfully. Let's go for a dip. Wow, that's really, really good. Like no word of a lie. That's actually really delicious. This sauce is phenomenal. Finally something that's actually kind of spicy. That's got a kick to it. That's probably the best snail I've ever had. Let's try the long guy here. I'm not really sure how to get at all of these. She just gave me a toothpick and said some things in Vietnamese to me that I didn't understand, and just hope for the best here. Oh God, how do you even go about getting at that? Is there even one in there? I don't know. Suck it? Okay, just suck it. Other side? Oh, suck the other side. Okay. I'm getting snail eating lessons. Oh my God, these are juicy snails. Look at that. This one's huge. Thank you. I'm also getting fed snails now. Yum, actually that's delicious. Thank you so much. That's the best snail I've ever had. It's got like a one part that's really crunchy and kind of lean, and then the other piece is really creamy and a little concerning. Okay, there's even more varieties of snails. So she told me these ones, you just suck them, I guess. Actually, you can't taste any snail-y flavor. It's just that sauce, which actually has a spice to it. It's really good. Let's try it. Piece of mango. Oh, it's like a sour mango. Do you like snails, Meg?
Personally, no. but I'm gonna give it a chance here. It looks.
There you go.
Whoa.
Dip it in the sauce too. This sauce over here.
All right. First snail in Vietnam. Actually, that's good. It is not what I expected. Wow.
How does it compare to escargot in France? What's better, this one or France?
I think this one, because the one in France I think is a little bit like buttery, but this one the sauce is sour and a little bit spicy, so I love spicy, so I think I like this one more. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, doesn't look appetizing at all. not bad. It's not bad.
This is an insane amount of a snail. She gives so many, and so many different species too. Like look at that. There's long ones like that. There's long white ones, big round ones, little round ones. There must be at least 4, maybe 5 types of snails in here, and so many. And just look at how like full of juice these guys are too. Let's try one more. Nothing pretty about eating snails in Vietnam, but they're damn good. That was the most snails I've ever eaten in a single sitting. Probably 8 more snails there than I've eaten in my entire life. And this con market just goes on and on and on. It is, like I said, a labyrinth, a maze in here. But we're gonna go have some dessert next. Before we have dessert, we spotted a woman selling some iced coffee, Vietnamese iced coffee. You can see the condensed milk down at the bottom there. It's iced coffee, but it's actually not that hot here in Da Nang these days. Today's Christmas Day, by the way, when we're filming this, and it's like 21 degrees. Yesterday was colder. Let's try this. Ooh. Sweet and strong, but actually really good. Let's just watch the views of the con market go by. For some reason, when we arrived to the dessert place, our microphone stopped working. I apologize about that, guys, but we went to have a traditional Vietnamese ice dessert at a place called Che Lien, really local spot, and we ordered up the number 2 on their menu, which is their ice dessert with jackfruit. So number 1 actually comes with durian, but Mink doesn't like durian, so we got number 2 with jackfruit. Thought it was really refreshing, not too sweet, and the jackfruit gave it a nice kind of tanginess. Really high quality coconut milk too. You know, I'm not a fan of all the desserts in Southeast Asia. A lot of them do consist of these kind of like jellies and kind of chewy, icy soups, but every once in a while you do find a good one like this. It's really delicious. For dinner, we went to a really hidden restaurant that you actually had to take a buggy from the main road down this back alley. It's called Nam Dan, and they're famous for their seafood. They've got all the classic seafoods live in the tank. So they got mantis shrimp, they've got the giant prawns. Of course, you've got fish groupers, but we went with the lobster. So here they are weighing up the first lobster. This one was a little bit too big for us, so we actually ended up going with one that was a little smaller, and they weighed out to be 860 grams. And this is a local Vietnamese spiny lobster. The price was 1.7 million per kg. I think we paid 1.3 for this one. And here I am getting my photo ops with the lobster before they cooked it up traditional Vietnamese style. That's right, beer with ice. Don't knock it until you try it. This restaurant was popular with the locals. We didn't see any tourists there, and here I am complaining about how tiny the chairs are in Vietnam and nearly getting my ass stuck in the chair. But our lobster arrived deep fried and covered in garlic. It was perfectly cooked, and there was a ton of meat on this guy. Despite him being about 860 grams, there was just a lot of meat in there. So this was our Christmas dinner, actually. Garlic, deep fried lobster, and this sauce was incredible. The spiciest thing we've tasted so far in Vietnam. It just went so well with the lobster, which again was perfectly cooked, not overcooked. The meat was super tender and juicy still. We also had it with a couple greens, of course, so some stir-fried water spinach with garlic, just to kind of balance out the meal with the lobster. And then this fried rice was surprisingly good. You could also taste the wok egg flavor was super strong in that. And again, this lobster was just next level.
We had a great night of eating, and the best part was dipping it in this spicy, sour, and sweet Vietnamese sauce. Just super, super delicious.
Look at how beautiful, beautiful that is. I think the real key to seafood, besides it being fresh, you do need to prepare it correctly. You don't want to overcook it, and luckily these guys didn't overcook this at all. It's perfectly prepared. Yum. Juicy lobster nuggets covered in garlic. Oh my god, this is seafood heaven. Mink's going with the scissors.
Yeah, because sister will help. Wow,
There you
look
go.
at that big pieces. Alright, so I'm gonna make my own recipe. First of all, I'm gonna start with this. Fry rice with egg and put this big piece of lobster. Oh, look at that. Dip it in a sauce. Put it in a rice. And then have it with rice. Oh, it's gonna be a big bite. Mmm. 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 It's so good. You know, personally, in my opinion, to make the seafood taste better or like taste to the next levels, the sauce is really important and is a really like secret combination.
Yeah, I agree with Meg. You don't want to overdo it and kill it with the sauce, but you also want to have a good sauce. Like, we like to eat lobster with just butter, sometimes garlic in Canada. To have the spice, it's a little sweet, a little sour, a little bit of heat. It complements the flavor of the lobster. You definitely have to experience the seafood here in Da Nang. It is super fresh, super delicious, reasonably priced at. The whole meal was 1.4 million dong. So I'd say it's pretty reasonable price. And one thing that's kind of funny is Mink got a Pepsi, I got a beer. The Pepsi was more expensive than the beer, which I love about Vietnam. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We have more videos coming from Vietnam soon. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.